What is happening, folks? Welcome to Hunting with Tripler. It's pretty late in the season for any types of garage sales, but on my way to get some coffee, I stumbled upon a community sale that wasn't advertised at all, and I found a gold mine of shoes. You don't want to miss this.
I collect so many things. Would you like to share this journey with me? I will show you the prizes I got today. So come along with me, come on and join the chase, yeah!
Well, folks, in today's episode, just like I said, I stumbled upon a community sale that wasn't advertised, and I decided to check it out. And when I'm going for coffee, I'm usually going before 7 o'clock. So even though I wasn't planning on going to any garage sales, I went at the right time, because when I stumbled upon the garage sale, there were only 2 houses that actually had anything out at that point. The first one I stopped at, I have a little bit of footage of, found a few items, but a reseller got there before me and got a whole bunch of toys and games, and I was super disappointed. But stop number 2 is really where mind blown with respect to how many shoes, how valuable they were, and what types of shoes he had. And I have to say, all the right size too. Not a lot of footage here, but a decent recap showing you in person what exactly I picked up. And for those of you wondering about my content, my frequency, I'm doing my best to get videos out. I know it's been a couple of weeks again, but right now what I have to focus on is my day job, and I also have to focus on the reselling. So quite honestly, there just hasn't been a lot of time getting these out. But if you are interested in more Tripler content, make sure you check out my TikTok page, because I'm uploading there almost every single day, because it's so easy to put a 30-second video out there. It's just, it takes me no time at all. Without further ado, let's roll into today's finds. And this is everything we picked up from a very unexpected Saturday garage sale. These things don't happen very often, where you're gonna find rare Jordans just sitting for 20, 25 bucks a piece at a garage sale, and the guy had stacks of them. He said he had a lot more, but I have a feeling either he sold them later in the day, or he realized they were worth a lot more and decided to sell them on eBay, or who knows what. But either way, I got this stack. We're gonna go through it. And then just before that, I was slightly late to a lady who had a whole bunch of video game stuff, a lot of old toys, and a guy had another reseller. He scooped them up, picked it up. I didn't get a lot of footage from that day just because I was not expecting to do any of this. I was actually taking my son to go get coffee. I saw a sign for a community sale and I was like, all right, well, we're going in. So we're gonna take a look at this stuff. I'll show you the goods and then that'll be that. First pickup, I got some Legos. These are actually all sealed Legos, so I think these might be worth a little bit of something, but I could not even guess as to which Lego set this is, because obviously I don't have any of the instructions. Probably sell these as a lot, and these are gonna go into a big bin, probably in my son's room. I did get a bunch of minifigures and I've looked over them, and I can't even begin to tell you if any of these are rare. I don't think they are, but I have a feeling that these are either late 2000s or early 2010s. Again, I just don't know. And then I picked up a couple of really solid board games. This is Dixit. I've never heard of it, but it was new sealed. I looked up some comps and I think it's going for about 25 bucks. I'm gonna check to see if I can sell this on Amazon. And then I got a Settlers of Catan, and as long as it's complete, this is also like a $25 game. I actually would like to have Settlers of Catan as a game in my house, but I might wait until my kids are a little bit older. So either way, these are a couple of solid pickups just as far as board games go. Flying machines, and I have had such success with hobby-related items that probably just gonna list these. They're like 15 bucks plus shipping, but I think I paid in total for the 2 board games, these, and the Legos, I think I paid $12. This was surprisingly probably the best individual, easiest to ship item out of all of them. This is a Sony worldwide radio, and after I looked up comps, if it's in working condition, which I mean, I think it's probably gonna be okay. I did see just a little bit of acid residue from an old battery, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, and I'm guessing if it works, this might be over 250 bucks. So definitely solid for an old Sony radio. Keep your eyes out for vintage Sony radios, especially if they have a world band on them. And before we get into this bucket of shoes, I'm gonna show you this awesome DJ equipment. And normally, I don't buy really big bulky items like this just because I don't really like storing stuff like this. However, I was able to buy this entire set for 40 bucks, and I think the possibility is anywhere between $200 to $700. It was all over the board. So let me open it up. Let me know, would you guys buy something like this, sell it locally, especially if you got it for 40 bucks? Let's take a look. Oh my goodness. Woo! I don't really know anything about this. It is obviously for turntables, it's DJ equipment, and I try to stay away from stuff I don't know anything about. However, when it's electronics, when it's DJ equipment, huge market out here in Southern California. So I anticipate I should be able to flip this pretty easily, and since I've already got it outside, I'm gonna take some photos while we're here, and then we'll list it on OfferUp. I usually stay away from Facebook Marketplace, not because it's not a good place to sell stuff, but I don't like mixing the selling aspect of my business with my personal profile. I think there's a way to separate the two of them, but I just haven't gone that route. So this is gonna go up on OfferUp.
Okay. Okay, well, gracias.
First up are these Jordan 3 Retros. These are the Tinker SP, and I wouldn't know that unless I actually looked up the style code to see what the name of it was. I did have an inkling these were Jordan 3s, but I've sold so many Jordans in my life that I get some of them confused with one another. Of course, you can't miss the Retro 11s. Those, in my opinion, are like the greatest Jordans of all time. Anyway, decent shoes. I think the sales on these used go for like 150 bucks. These are the Jordan 2 Retro Black History Month shoes. These go for about $100, and these are in phenomenal condition. Barely used, just a little bit of wear on the bottom. So again, 150 bucks. Jordan 5 Retro Satin, and these are the breads because they are black and red. That's where you get the bread from. A little bit of wear on the bottom. Probably have to clean out some of those grooves a little bit, but again, another 150 bucks. It's just crazy. This is gonna add up really quick. These are the Jordan 4 Retro Toro Bravos. These are the Jordan 4 Retro Laser Black Gum. Again, something I would have had no idea had I not looked them up. These are the Nike Air Max 95 Red. They're the Habanero Red. Super cool. These are actually in the worst condition out of all of them. There's just so many areas that need to be cleaned, but this is probably also the least expensive shoe, anywhere between 75 to 100 bucks. These are the Jordan Retro 11 Lows. These are the snake skins, and it doesn't have the actual the laces on them, but I do have replacement laces for Jordans. These actually could be worth the most, but I think there's such a massive amount of these available. I'm guessing, again, probably $100 to $150. Add all of that up together, guys, and you're looking at a ridiculous amount of money. I put $225 into the shoes. I added another $40 for the DJ equipment, and he basically threw in the Sony worldwide radio for $15. So my total investment there was $280, and you can see just the shoes alone are going to make me a lot of money, the Sony radio, and then I have no idea what I'm gonna get for this locally, but I do hope that I'm gonna get over $300. We'll see, but never be afraid to pay up at garage sales because it could turn out to be something beautiful just like this. And that was today's episode, folks. I've got to say, it was super lucky to be able to get to a garage sale, being there really, really early and getting all those shoes, because I guarantee you, those shoes would have all be gone at the price of $25 per shoe. I mean, there's no way those would have sat longer than another 10, 15 minutes at the most. And I was trying to put in my running total a real value, because if you guys didn't know this already, that if you sell a pair of sneakers over $100, eBay does not charge you a fee, a seller fee for those shoes. It's an incredible deal. I don't know why they're doing that, because they've lost millions of dollars with that fee alone, but I love how they're trying to bring a number of sellers into the mix and using eBay platform to sell shoes. For me, it's really wonderful because that running total that I put at the bottom, I think that's very realistic, because I'm just not gonna see a whole bunch of money coming off the top on the fee side. I'm pretty sure my number is gonna look pretty sweet when all of those are sold, and I've actually sold 2 more of those pairs since I edited this video. But it's been a couple of weeks, folks, and it is time right now to show our profit and loss. So for any of you who don't know and have been watching my channel, my goal is to get to $60,000. I started in the beginning of July. My goal was by the end of December to have $60,000 in profit. Where we last left off, I had a profit of
$13,643.
We have approximately 7 weeks left to get to that goal, and you know, of course, at this point, I'm not sure if that's even possible, but 7 weeks left. Our costs for the last 2 weeks were $4,165. I got 2 Amazon payments of $764. My eBay sales here were pretty decent. They were fairly strong, but still, with the costs that I had, and of course I was paying rent, I had salaries to pay, it still just doesn't feel quite enough. That total, after you take out all the selling fees, was $7,423. Our week profit was $4,022. So that brings our grand total to date
$17,665.
So if I'm doing some rough math here, with 7 weeks left and we need approximately $43,000, if I do that math, we need to make profit $6,000 per week. That's really hard. That is really, really, really hard. Is it possible? It's possible, but I would have to be selling a lot of stuff. Probably at this point there are a lot of people who are still considering buying things via retail, but that the backlog of orders and the logistics to get these containers out of the port, onto a truck, and then out to a show floor, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. As we get closer and closer to the end of November, and then of course into December, I think there's gonna be a ridiculous amount of panic buying. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. I'm hoping I am right, because I could really use it. That being said, folks, thank you guys for watching. I hope your sales have been great. If you're just a passive viewer and you like just the entertainment value, thank you for watching. Always love if you're a subscriber. If you're not, consider becoming one. If you like this content, of course, make sure you give me a thumbs up. Hit the bell notification so you always know when I have content coming out. Thank you guys for watching, and of course, I will see you next time. Take care.